Here we're looking at problem 4C from the 1.3 set of notes. We have the limit as x approaches 1 of what appears to be a lot of craziness going on. So we have a tangent inverse on top, we got another sine function on the bottom. So this thing's looking kind of nasty. Now, if you were to go ahead and try direct evaluation, you could go ahead and see like what that value is on top. Likewise, you could go ahead and graph this, see what it is on the bottom, and then just divide the two. I think a little bit of an easier, just faster method that we can do is just go ahead and graph this into one function. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. In fact, here it is in Desmos, but I think we'll use some more practice with the graphing calculator. Alright, so here we are at our graphing calculator, and again, we're just going to go ahead and throw that function, the whole thing, into our graphing calculator. So when we do that, we have the tangent inverse, and so here you can kind of see it. It is that blue tangent inverse. So in order to pull up that blue tangent inverse function, we have to hit second. In fact, actually, before we do that, let's open up a parentheses so that we have our top function together. So we're going to go ahead and now hit second tangent inverse, and we just have x, close parenthesis, close our other parentheses. So this again is just the entire top function, then divided by, open up another parenthesis, now our bottom function. So that you have the sine of x plus 1, close parenthesis. So again, here is what our we should have in our graphing calculator. Let's go ahead and hit graph. And so you should see something resembling something like that. Now, if we look at 1, because again, that's what we're looking at for our limit, it's really hard to gauge where it's at. I mean, it looks to be about a half, but we can't definitively say that. So one thing that we can go ahead and do is check out what's going on at our table. So this is actually pretty handy when we start talking about how to find values or limits when we're just, kind of given some crazy trig functions like this, especially like inverses. So we're going to hit second table set, because we want to set our table to some values really, really close to 1. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, in fact, we only just need really 1. So there it is. We're going to start our table literally at 1. I don't really care too much what my change in table is. Again, just because we really only care about what's happening at 1. Then I'm going to hit second table. And so our first value that it is in fact at is 0.4265. Again, this is the only one we really care about. That limit is x is approaching 1, not 1.001 or whatever. We only really care about what's happening at 1. And as a result, this is our limit, 0.42651. And AP, they always grade on things, so you have to have things with 3 decimal places. Now, we have 0.426. The next number is a 5. And as a result of that, we have to then round this third number up then. So it follows your normal rounding principles, anything 5 or more. You round up and so on, but you actually have to have 3 decimal places, okay? So just keep that in mind. So our limit then just comes out to be 0.426. So again, using the calculator, we saw that this limit came out to be 0.42, I'm sorry, it should have been 7 when we rounded it up. So again, problem 4C is actually a really great problem for actually seeing what the limit is in terms of the calculator. And again, those are really handy tools because you're going to actually see that in one of the 4 pieces that AP exam tests on, okay? So again, though, that is problem 4C from the 1.3 set of notes.